Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Steve. This is the Fandom Show. It's another Monday, which must mean it's time for another episode of Mondays Suck. And today we're looking at The Legend of Zelda. Whoa, hold up here. Is he actually about to trash The Legend of Zelda? Well, yes I am, but not in the way that you're thinking. I'm about to trash The Legend of Zelda Wand of Gamelon, which was released in 1993. This was actually one of the few Zelda games that was not produced or released by Nintendo. How did that happen? Well, in the early 1990s, CD-ROM technology was all the rage, and video game companies were really eager to get in on the fad. Sega released a CD peripheral, Atari had a CD add-on for their Jaguar, and there was a CD add-on for the TurboGrafx as well. Nintendo also wanted to do their thing, so they entered into a partnership with Philips to produce a Super Nintendo CD-ROM. As part of that partnership, Philips got the right to release video games featuring certain Nintendo characters, one of which was the Wand of Gamelon. Now, this game is notoriously bad, both as a video game and as just a piece of media in general. This image I have on my screen here is of one of the animated cutscenes from the game, and yes, that's a very weird looking Link. I'm telling you, look these cutscenes up on YouTube. They are pure early 90s cheesiness to the hilt. They're almost so bad that they're good, but the fact that the rest of the game stunk too just really sunk the whole thing. But I'm telling you, find these things on YouTube. They'll make you laugh. Like, they are absolutely terrible. The guy they picked to voice Link, I don't know where they drug him up from, but it was just a complete and absolute disaster. Nintendo has basically disavowed these games. They act like they didn't even exist. Most people have never played them because they were only released for the Philips CDI, which was a multimedia / video game system in the early 90s that never really went anywhere. And these games really have no redeeming value, so they were never re-released. Now, there was an online fan community that did a fan-made remake of them a few years ago, which was okay, but basically these games have a tremendous history of infamy, let's just say. This game here, the Wand of Gamelon, you can beat it in about 4 hours, but even though it's such a short game, it'll still drive you nuts. I've never played the whole thing through. I played a little bit of it on an emulator once, and I just about lost my mind. It's not any kind of decent gameplay at all. It's a real shame that the Zelda name got slapped on this thing because it's an absolute, in my opinion, disgrace to the franchise. The good news is that Nintendo learned their lesson and have since not licensed their characters for any other companies to do stuff like this with, thank God. Interesting side note to this story, Philips was actually the second company that Nintendo had approached about building a CD add-on for the Super Nintendo. The first company was Sony, but Nintendo got cold feet and ditched Sony in favor of Philips. Sony had developed a bunch of CD technology and they didn't want to put it to waste, so they decided to put it towards a little something called the PlayStation, and well, the rest is video game history. So this was part of a major oops by Nintendo. That's all for today, folks. I will be back with more stuff later on. Thanks for watching.